Okay.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Welcome.
Seems like we have done this before. In fact, we just did about a half hour, and I forgot to push record. You should have seen. It was a great show.
Yeah,
it was really
was. You really
too bad
we
didn't record it.
We missed a good one.
Well, I'm still getting used to the equipment.
That's why we're doing this, to
That's
get used to the equipment.
Yeah.
To understand why we're doing this.
Yeah.
We're John Peterson, Gordy Young. We've done radio for so many years, and now we're finally dipping our toes into the streaming and podcasting.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And we're in John's basement. This basement has been converted to a video studio. These are real brick walls. Absolutely real from 1946.
It's not paneling that you get at Woodman's, not Woodman's, Menards.
Menards,
Yeah.
no. Those are real bricks.
Yep, real
and,
bricks.
Poured concrete?
Poured concrete.
Yeah. This is like a bunker.
It is like a bunker, a bombshell. I mean, tell you what, no one's going to be able to, get into this place.
No.
So it's just a little warning to ICE agents: do not try.
Yeah.
Even an atomic blast would, certainly save us, but not you. So don't try it.
We're safe down here. I know you've got provisions down here, lots of food in preservative packages and all of that. So we're good to go. Yeah. We're good. Yeah. So it's been a while since we've been together.
It has been
on the air.
We did a little back and forth from your office studio to my office studio
a few days ago.
Trying to test out StreamYard, which we use to stream with. And
we had Catherine Lake join us.
Our guest.
And Doug Normington. We talked to Doug, a friend of ours.
Catherine Lake was our former program director at the radio station that we were fired from recently, and that's why we're here trying to do this now.
Right.
It doesn't seem like we can stay on the air for very long, and I think we're going for a record. We were on over 2 years.
2.5 years,
that particular
almost.
Radio station that overlooks State Street.
Right.
In Madison, Wisconsin. It was just, it was heaven. I mean,
place.
it was just beautiful.
Beautiful offices, beautiful location.
Except for the studio. The studio,
it looked nice. The studio looked nice.
Well, it looked like it could have been a good studio at one time. You know what they did? They had all these boxes in the lobby, and we wondered when they were going to put our studio in. They finally did, but it was just a countertop with holes in it.
But it took a year to build the countertop.
Yes.
We were on a little tiny box in there, a little box square table.
Yeah.
And then they built the table, and they thought, everybody thought, now here comes the studio.
Right.
No, it took another year before they brought in the new Well, they never did get the new cameras.
No, they never got that.
They got new mic stands.
But here's the thing, we were dreaming about doing, a streaming show as well.
Right.
And we thought the station itself would have at least given us that opportunity, not just to do the show when we did it in the mornings and then we did it in the afternoons, but that you could watch it over and over again in a decent looking studio. But instead we had our microphones propped up on books that they had around the station. And then they had one of the
stacked up
webcams on a lampshade.
Right. Yeah. And it kept falling off or tilting,
And we had to
mess with it during the commercial.
We had to turn the lamp when we had a guest, so they were on camera.
Right. Yes. Those were the days.
Being in professional radio, boy, they sure spent a lot of money on us.
But now we've got the hot setup here in your basement. Got some new equipment here and some equipment that we've borrowed for a little while from Chris Straley in Chicago. Good friend of Catherine's, and
giving us a chance to use really good equipment before we can afford some. I mean, we are unemployed, so we're not ready to spend a heck of a lot of money on equipment. But I think Chris did a fantastic favor to us.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
we appreciate that. Yeah, we've heard from a lot of people, since we got let go, and now we have a new website. Just go to johnandgordy.com. That's johnandgordy.com. There's the address right over there. And when you go there, you'll see there's a streaming thing, crawl going across. It just says Facebook or YouTube. You just click on that if you want Facebook or YouTube.
Right. You can click on the moving object and
And then
it's a challenge. It's like a game.
Well, and if you scroll down a little bit more,
Yeah.
then you can find the button where you can actually speak to us and leave us a message.
Oh,
it's a
okay.
little recording button. There's a red stripe. You'll see it there, and it's easy to do. You can just click it and start talking. You can go for a couple of minutes. You can ask us a question or a comment, or you can rant and rave to your heart's desire, or do whatever you want. Tell us a dumb joke. We don't care.
Ask a question, or maybe even try to clarify what we may have said, and or ask a question about what we had said, and we will get back to you on that. Maybe.
Sure. Yeah. So, don't count on it.
No.
Now, we tested this a little while ago, and let's hear what it.
Let's show everybody how it sounds.
Let me see. Okay. Here, I click that, and then I click that.
Here we go.
And then I click.
We aren't able to get our Bluetooth.
I want to say I miss you guys on terrestrial radio, but I am so going to find you on the internet.
Okay.
All right.
That's
there are a lot of tubes.
Do you recognize that voice, John?
I do. That's Catherine Lake, our former program director, who was let go at the same time we are.
They called all three of us into the office.
They did.
It was like, let's just get it over with. Just tell them all at once. Along with 30 other people was at the network.
All of that, and at other radio stations as well
in Wisconsin.
And one of the things that they had told us way back when they hired us is they wanted it local. They wanted people talking about Wisconsin, talking about Madison, Wisconsin, where we were based. They wanted that local approach to it, so we could talk the politics of this particular state and all the states around us.
And I thought that's what we were doing for 2.5 years.
Yeah, the Midwest. And we were doing that, but they wanted a more dry approach to it. They don't want any kind of humor or making fun of or having fun with.
Apparently not.
They just want straight reporting, which didn't work, by the way, in public radio when they fired everybody there in Wisconsin. So it's not a good model to go after.
John, they wanted fresher voices. Our voices they were fresh when we started, but they got a little older. But so we're not as fresh as we used to be.
Right.
I don't know. I use deodorant every day. I don't know what the problem was, but they wanted fresh voices.
That's their campaign, fresh voices.
Okay.
And so those fresh voices are coming from out of state.
Yeah. There's only one person broadcasting in the morning.
And I have to say that I love the Stephanie Miller show and the Tom Hartman show.
Absolutely.
Jeff Santos sounds pretty good, but again, that's straight reporting stuff.
It's syndicated.
It's syndicated.
It's Stephanie Miller's in LA.
And she's having fun, and she does the same kind of stuff we do.
Yes, she's great. We met her. We had hung out with her.
We introduced her at her Sexy Liberal show.
Yeah.
At the Barrymore Theater here in Madison.
Yeah. Hung out with her for a while.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was fun. And we had a good time working there. Let's not, kid ourselves. We had a good run. The paychecks didn't bounce.
We thought that we were doing a good
free
job.
Snacks. They had free snacks, free soda and water, free parking downtown Madison.
That's
I'm just trying to think of the good, the silver lining to it all. That's about it.
Good luck with that. We worked with some great people, and because of that, we're going to have them as guests on our show here as well. We're going to have Matt Rothschild, who has had great guests, great interviews. The guy has his hand on the pulse of everything that's going on. He was one of the individuals who headed up the Wisconsin Democracy Campaign. We'll have Mike McCabe.
And he ran the Progressive magazine for 30 years.
Yes, for a long time. And then Mike McCabe, who started the Wisconsin Democracy Campaign, we have him on as a regular guest, and he has some fantastic points of view that I think you're just going to love. And other people that have been at the station as well. We want them on. Terry Barr, Pete Schwaba, Todd Alba. We haven't talked to him lately, but we're certainly going to be
reach
talking
out
to a lot of people. But mostly it's those who have listened to us on the radio. We truly, truly miss you. It was like we helped each other out through these times.
Well,
these difficult times.
Exactly. And, we didn't really get a chance to say goodbye because they didn't tell us until the last day. It was our last day
after we got Todd
that privilege. I guess. But yeah, they told us right after we got off the air, and that's it. But that's the way it goes sometimes,
And so that's why we had to come back. We wanted to come back and talk to you. You can you can watch us on video. You can also stream us as a podcast whenever you're driving to work or driving back from work.
That's right. We're on podcasts on Spotify and on iHeart and about half a dozen other podcast directories. So just about anywhere you can find a podcast, you can find John and Gordy's Media World there. And if you go to johnandgordy.com, again, I'm going to hammer this home. Go to johnandgordy.com, and that's where you go. You can click on YouTube or Facebook and see what we're up to. So that's the deal.
Yeah.
And, you know, don't forget to push the button if you want to say hello to us and, you know, tell us what you think, complain to us. You can ask questions, make comments. Just go to johnandgordy.com.
Now, what we do is we normally take all the big issues of the day and we talk about them. We have clips. Pretty soon we'll have the video clips. Now, we always had audio clips on the radio show, but we're going to have video clips. We're moving to that as soon as I figure out how to do that on this little device here. We're using a Rodecaster Video S.
Do you have a audio clip you want to try?
I have lots of clips here.
Well, let's see if we can make that work. Let's give it a shot. What are you going to play for us?
Let's see here. What's really happening? Oh, this is good.
What do you got?
This is a question from a reporter from the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. And they had a question to J.D. Vance.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let's tear this thing apart.
This
is a comment from J.D. Vance responding to a question from the Wisconsin or Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Okay. Let's listen to what she had to ask him.
Hello, my name is Laura Schulte. I'm a reporter with the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. And in Wisconsin, rural hospitals are struggling. Closures are creating healthcare deserts for parts of the state. And what can be done federally to keep those hospitals open and providing necessary care to community members?
Yeah, I appreciate that question. It's a very, very serious problem. And unfortunately, this, like so much of else, what's going on in our country right now, is a problem that we inherited from the last administration.
No. Oh, no, it isn't.
The last administration.
The last administration. And this has been going on for a long time, at least 15, 20 years.
Man.
And what has happened in a lot of the states, in fact, it's happening here in Wisconsin, the Republicans have been in charge and they've been keeping money to themselves. They've been building up money in the general fund so they could give tax cuts. And that's what has happened. They haven't spent the money. They could have doled out money to save all of these clinics, all of these hospitals in rural areas if they wanted to, but they didn't do that. So now they got a reprieve from the federal government. Let's listen to what they're planning on doing, this thing that wasn't caused by Joe Biden.
If you look at the number of rural hospital closures that were happening in 2022 and 2023 and 2024, it was really accelerating. And it's one of the reasons why it's not a provision that's talked about as much. But if you look in the big, beautiful bill, the working families tax cut, however you're calling it, in that legislation, there is a multi-billion-dollar rural hospital fund to try to help these rural hospitals persevere in tough times, stay open, provide essential services, and get them to a place where they're on firmer financial footing.
That's ridiculous. First of all, I just want to say that it's nice that you can put away some money to help these hospitals and clinics in rural areas. That's fine. But you know what? That's a Band-Aid. The problem is there. This doesn't fix anything. This means that we got to spend that same money again next year and the year after and the year after. There's a problem that has to be solved here. That's the problem. That's why this isn't a solution to anything. In fact, this is a reward system because they're going to be actually spending all this money in rural areas in red states.
Yeah.
They don't care about Wisconsin. He never mentioned that in the response.
Right. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But this is a Band-Aid. This isn't even a Band-Aid. It's a kiss on an owie. You know? I mean, we've got a problem and there's a reason for the problem, and we have to take care of that. And on our radio show for at least the 2 years that we were at our old station, we have been pushing like hell to have universal health care coverage in this country. It is the one thing that the Democrats could be proposing right now, but they're not talking about it. It's insane. It's like the pivotal point that we have to at least run on this this next year.
Right.
This is it. This is what we have to promise everybody is universal health care. It'll save people from going into bankruptcy. It'll put everybody back on an even keel. Businesses, small businesses can now have health care without having to spend any money on it. It's just a fantastic deal for everybody, and it's going to be a lifesaver for the medical industry.
It's going to be the huge issue that the Democrats should run on.
They're not
like
saying
you said,
anything about it.
Well, we're all, everybody's watching what Trump is doing to avoid talking about the Epstein files. But that dam is breaking. That is going to get out there. I mean, it's just going to get worse every day. But once, if we can ever get past that, and start looking toward the next election.
Right.
I'm encouraged by what I'm hearing from a lot of the Democrats, though, for the elections coming up.
That's
at the end of this year.
That's true. They're getting
they're
their
pushing.
Courage. They're
getting
there. Somehow they've got that implant, the backbone implant.
Yes.
But we really have to start bringing up the issue of healthcare. That's the main issue. We really should be pushing that harder than any of them. Every time we respond to any question from the press, bring up healthcare, universal healthcare. Get people used to the idea. Explain to them why it's a good idea.
Well, they're seeing
people are afraid.
Their bills
are afraid of it.
Their bills are going up. I mean, in this year, everything is.
That's right.
The prices are up. Pharmaceutical prices are still very, very high. So that has a lot to do with people's economy, their pocketbook.
One of the issues in regards to that is that, of course, the tax credits that were put in place to help people afford the Affordable Care Act, their marketplaces, that was discontinued. So that doubled the price of your premiums per month, which is taking money out of the local economies. It's going to hurt businesses because of that. And then, of course, people are dropping their health care because they can't afford health care now because of that tax credit not being renewed. And then on top of it, Trump is promising discounts on pharmaceuticals and drugs, right?
Yeah.
Well, now that you have a discount on 9 or 10 drugs, Big Pharma has increased the price of 350 drugs at the same time.
Wonderful.
So they're going to make up the difference of any money that they might lose on the more popular drugs.
Just insane.
So it really is. It's a game. It's a shell game. And it's a business. They've turned healthcare into a business. It's not. It's a right.
Now, by the way, do you still have that James Carville clip anywhere you can find it? The one you played for me yesterday, or is that? Do
you think we should play it?
Well, I think we should play it.
Really?
I know it's off topic, but
all right.
we have all this freedom now because we're on the internet. We're doing podcasting and videos, but don't have to worry about the FCC anymore. We can swear if we want, and so we can play people swearing if we want to. And if you can find it, if you can't find it,
I can find it.
Yeah,
I
sure.
can find it.
But,
here, let me just turn your camera on.
All right.
Talking.
Well, while John's looking for that, let me just remind you can go to our Facebook page and our YouTube page just by going to johnandgordy.com. Just go to johnandgordy.com. Tell your friends and neighbors, like it, share it. You'll find everything old and new there. We've got a bunch of old video that John has kept from our very old show, our old Media World show, which we used to do on Tuesday nights in Madison. And that was in the late 80s and early 90s. So there's some great interviews there and a lot of fun stuff. Okay. Do you have the
I did.
cut?
I found it.
All right.
Okay. Let's.
Well, I think it's.
Let me just preface this clip.
There's going to be naughty words.
Saying the word shit.
Okay.
We haven't been able to say the word shit on the air. I've been pushing for that for the last 2 years at our over the air radio.
You've been pushing your shit for a lot longer than that, my friend. Let me just tell you.
That's true. But I always thought, they're using the word so much now, and even networks are using the word shit.
Well,
or just at least when somebody says it, a politician says it, they repeat it.
The president swears all the time.
We can't even say it on the radio, so now we can say it.
We can say it.
Now we're going to go a little bit further.
Okay. Well, let's hear what James Carville had to say.
Let's hear it.
What was?
I have a personal message for Donald John Trump. And you said still, you son of a bitch, when I'm telling you this, I'm going to tell you right where you are, you fat, sorry sack of shit. People hate you. Now, let me give you And I'm not just saying this because I don't like you. I'm saying this because I'm telling you what's happening to you right now. And get ready to tell you what's going on. First of all, everybody is stabbing you in the back. You can trust no one. I saw the story today where, of course, the Pentagon, because your boy Pete, he can't control shit, okay? Was already back leaking that General Kane told you about all the dangers in bombing Iran. Because why are they doing that? Because they hate you. And they're going to leak, and they're going to talk to the New York Times, and they're going to talk to everybody else.
Okay, so there's James Carville.
He's just unfiltered. Amazing. Who was he talking to there?
It's just
was that somebody else's podcast? Probably. Yeah. Wow. Well, good for him. You know, you never hear about his wife anymore. Mary
Matlin.
Yeah. What happened? I mean, she's still around, I think.
I think so.
Don't see her on any of the
she retired.
Political shows. Yeah.
It's like Paul Begala.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see him much. I used to watch him on Crossfire.
Right.
And and then, you know, I was on a show with a right winger for about 1 year. It was called Up Front. I was the liberal and she was the conservative.
Who are you talking
we went
about
at it. This is Vicky McKenna, who was on another.
We should invite her in. Come on.
You know what?
Do it for old time's sake.
I feel sorry for Vicky McKenna because she unfortunately has a nice syndicated radio show on AM radio stations. Oh my God, what is happening? Really, seriously, FM can't even survive, much less AM.
Yeah.
I go to my car radio and AM every once in a while pops up on there, right? I don't have one station tuned into AM at all.
Wow.
The thing is, AM could have survived, I think, if they'd gone to a digital signal. But a lot of stations, because they were AM, didn't have the money to spend.
Right.
And now
too bad.
They're gone. Yeah.
Yes. Well, they're good for sports, I guess, and news, I guess.
Kind of.
Although, you know, just barely there.
Although AM, it does fulfill at least one thing, and that is the atomic clock.
Oh, it really?
Yeah.
How so? What do you mean?
I think it's a AM.
You think it's an AM signal?
Yes, because Trump, when he came into office the first time, he wanted to do away with the atomic clock. Oh, God, why?
Well, he got rid of the Voice of America too.
Yeah,
remember that?
Wanted to do that.
He
They
pretty much got rid of everybody that was running the place. But,
anyway, they were forced to at least put it back on.
Right.
But the thing here is the atomic clock. You know,
you got to have the atomic clock to keep everybody on time.
You really have to.
I mean, it keeps the whole world ticking.
I mean, if you've ever bought a lacrosse clock that, you know, feeds off the atomic clock to keep your clocks accurate.
Yeah.
It's kind of a handy thing to do.
Right.
It would destroy their business, by the way, selling clocks. He does things just willy-nilly, whatever he feels like doing. He killed the EV industry by taking away the tax credits.
How's your space car doing?
My space car, I have a Kia EV6.
Yeah.
And it is doing wonderfully.
It's very cool looking. I got to say, I drove it. It's really cool.
Yeah. And the power, when people get into a car like that and they hit the accelerator.
Look out, baby.
It is unbelievable.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And the AI glasses, are you still wearing those?
Glasses,
you haven't worn those much. Let's be honest.
No, I really haven't, but I learned how to use them. So we will be experimenting on this program with the AI glasses, Halliday AI glasses.
I have a question. Yeah. If you're watching TV with the AI glasses on, can you make the TV look 3D? You would think they would have that technology.
No, they don't have that technology. No.
But you could ask questions about the movie that you're watching if you have the AI glasses. You could ask, and
you can ask a question,
and it shows up at the top of the glasses while you're watching.
Active AI, I think they call it. Cool. All you have to do is just say, "Hey, what do you think of this movie? What are the ratings on this movie at Rotten Tomatoes?"
Right,
and it'll come up with an answer.
Oh.
Now it beams a green light into your eye. So if you like that, but the cool thing about that is that you can have any kind of lens on the glasses.
Yeah.
See, you can get a prescription lens in your glasses.
Well, that's cool.
It's really cool. It's dependent on a little projector that's on the top edge of the right eye, and It's fantastic, actually.
Now, since you got those glasses, I've seen ads for these all over the place since you got them.
There's a lot of different kinds. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are ones that you can wear and you can record.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. You can record a video with the glasses. You can take
snapshots. Is there a light that goes on so people know they're being recorded, or is that secret?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Really?
A lot of these glasses that are out there now are very proud of the fact there's no light.
Well, that's
so they don't want people to know that you're recording them.
Oh, wow.
They made this
seems
a selling point because of all of the responsible individuals who made these kind of glasses put a light on to let people know that you're actually recording something.
Yes, it seemed like that would be
point of view recording
required almost.
Well,
don't you think you would want to know if somebody was recording?
This is Wild West of technology, my friend.
I guess so. Now I'm going to be very reticent to talk to anybody that's wearing
AI glasses that I have do not do that.
Okay.
They don't take pictures.
Thank goodness. Okay, good. Because I don't want to see what you're looking at.
I have another pair, by the way.
You do? You have two now?
I bought the ones that just record and take snapshots. But I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah.
So you could walk around the Costco, for example, and take pictures of stuff that you see and think, wow, I'll look at this later.
But I want to do that. Yeah. When there are protests, I want to be able to wear the glasses, record, and then talk to people and get interviews.
That's a great idea.
So I don't know how that'll sound. I don't know what this audio will sound like.
I think it'd be great. It's digital. It should be fine.
Oh, yeah. If it's digital, it's got to be great.
Okay.
And it's crunchy too.
It's a dessert topping. It's a floor cleaner. Yeah.
So we're going to have a lot of fun here in the program with topics, audio, and soon video, and our special guests in here, Terry Barr, Pete Schwaba, Todd Alba. These are all individuals who worked at the radio station, who broadcast statewide.
Right.
And a lot of people know them and probably will be very, very happy to hear them again, at least. And on streaming station like ours, John and Gordy's Media World.
Right.
And also a lot of the people that did shows, we'll have them on the program and maybe have them fill in when we can't do the program.
Right. And we've got guests that'll be coming in that we had on the old show, Tom and Christy Manis, who travel all over Wisconsin, all over the world. And a few of our other guests, Mike McCabe, who's a regular. And some surprises too. We'll get some more people.
Mike McCabe was one of the people who started the Wisconsin Democracy Campaign, and Matt Rothschild, who is also going to be a guest, was heading up that as well. Plus, he was the editor of the Progressive magazine.
Yeah. And we'll get Chris Kammer and Art Paul Schlosser, the whole gang. We got to get him in here.
He's a street musician that everybody's going to love to see, I hope.
Hey,
maybe not.
He's done some stuff that has gone viral. He's had stuff on Jimmy Kimmel's show. He's big time.
He has.
Yeah.
He really has.
So it'll be great to see him again.
All right. I think
so what do you think?
That's about it for our debut broadcast here.
Yeah.
We didn't give you a heads up.
Well, that's okay.
But we finally put the studio together, so we thought we'd put this out right now.
Right.
What we are intending to do, and I want to make this very clear, we're going to let you know when we're going to go live.
Right.
So you can run to your computer, your phone, and turn on YouTube or wherever else we're broadcasting.
Yes.
Check it out.
And the place that we'll do that is on our Facebook page. So look for our Facebook page. It's John and Gordy's Media World.
Oh, yes.
And that's where we'll give you, we'll say, hey, we've got a show coming up in an hour, tune in or whatever.
That's right.
We'll get those notices out.
But it'll be so up to date that you can listen to it in the morning if you don't catch it in the afternoon.
Yeah, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on iHeart, we're on Spotify.
Again, iHeart. Remember, you can ask for us on Alexa.
Yes, and they have an app too, iHeart app, and I think Spotify as well. Of course, everybody's got an app. We're probably getting an app soon too.
Yes, yeah, but it's John and Gordy's Media World. Keep that in mind.
All right, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you next time. I think so.
All right.
So I'm going to play some music here, and we'll see you next time.
All right.
All right. So long. Okay,
All right.
I hit end record. Why isn't it?